Mass shootings in this country have been felt this weekend, and they've been the spotlight this week. Two of them happening just this past weekend in El Paso, Texas, and Dayton, Ohio. WSBT 22's Lauren Becker is here in the studio. And Lauren, the effects of these tragedies being felt across the nation.
Yeah, Jennifer, and being felt by people of all ages, including children. Now, it's a tough conversation to have with them as they begin asking questions. But according to a psychotherapist, those conversations are needed in today's society. Ray Fisher is a mother of 3 and says she's always keeping an open dialogue with her kids.
They've been pretty good about coming to us with questions or concerns, or I've heard this, what do you guys think of that?
But she's now faced with a whole new set of questions about safety, specifically gun violence.
We will discuss things with them, especially when they have questions. We try to always be very age appropriate.
And that's exactly what psychotherapist Erin Leonard says to do when talking to your children about the recent tragedies.
You want to open up the lines of communication, so you just want to say to your child, ask your child, honey, have you heard anything about what's going on in the world that worries you?
If they say yes, let them know you want to hear their questions.
And they just need to open the lines of communication, follow the child's lead, answer the child's questions clearly and concretely without adding too much gory detail to it.
Following their lead will reduce the risk of introducing traumatic material to them. You also want to empathize with your child.
So say things like, that's a big worry, honey. I get it. I understand why you'd worry about that. But let me reassure you, everyone's working to keep you safe.
It's a new conversation for a lot of adults, as they never had it growing up, leaving mothers like Fisher not knowing how to go about it.
I don't really have that tool to look back on to help guide me in what I'm doing today. I got to know each child, each of my own children individually. Each child has their own personality.
Dr. Leonard says to have this conversation before school starts. That way they are prepared if someone mentions the recent shootings in the classroom or on the bus. And coming up at 6, we'll give you some warning signs that your child may be having a tough time processing the recent events. Jennifer.